Garfield Effect, Galaxy Adventure by Shakespeare Hemingway. Narrated by Peter Lucky. Chapter 1. Commander Shepard was talking to a elusive man in the Normandy spaceship about important missions. "Commander Shepard, you need to fight the Collectors and save humanity," said the elusive man with conversion. "I will do my mission, but it is difficult and powerful," said Commander Shepard with hesitation. "Yes, you do not have the manliness to do this mission alone. So I have defrosted the ultimate man, Garfield, from cryogenic slumber to lead you to victory," said the elusive man with pride as he pointed to a mysterious figure. Garfield entered the room with a manly strut, ready to take on supernovas. "The only thing I hate more than racists is collectors. I'm going to slam them into outer hemispheres," said Garfield, head held high and fist pumped with justice. "I must first examine the crew to see if we are ready for space battle," said Garfield with knowledge. Garfield marched down the plank at the ship, examining his crew with intentions. "Greetings, Garfield. I am Miranda. I am your first officer. I'm here to help you fight Collectors," said Miranda, checking out Garfield's muscles. "Hey there, sweet bumps. I would like to get into your Collectors," said Garfield with flirting. "Not now, Garfield. We have important mission ahead," said Miranda, face blushing with rainbow colors. "Okay, sexy face. Will you at least make me nice lasagna meal?" said Garfield, with hunger in his heart. "Even though I am woman, I do not cook. You will have to go to mess hall," said Miranda with regretfulness. Garfield stormed into mess hall in search of lasagna nutrition. "Chef, I will have lasagna sandwich. Save the ice," ordered Garfield to the mess sergeant. "I am sorry, Garfield. Lasagna is rare galactic delicacy. It is only on the Citadel," said the mess sergeant with deep sorrow. "What is this madness?" bombasted Garfield with appalling shock. "Galaxy is at stake and there is not even lasagna for nutrition? Head to Citadel at once," ordered Garfield with righteousness. The Normandy sped to the Citadel at highway speeds. When it approached the Citadel, the brakes were slammed so it could park. Garfield then entered the Citadel with Miranda to search for lasagna. "The Citadel Council might know where there is lasagna," said Miranda to Garfield in a serious tone. "Then we will go there and demand satisfaction," said Garfield with urgency. Garfield and Miranda hurried to the Citadel Council and buzzed in, interrupting a meeting. "This is galactic emergency. Me and my crew need lasagna delivered at faster than light speeds to us," declared Garfield with invigoration. "I am sorry, Garfield. Blue Sun's mercenaries stole all of the lasagna," said the council with worry. "I will break their bones with fists of fury," raged Garfield to the cosmos. "They are outside preparing to take the lasagna to headquarters. Maybe you can catch them," said the councilman truthfully. On hearing this, Garfield stormed out with purpose and headed to the docks like a cat greased with lightning. "Look, Garfield! There they are taking the lasagna!" cried out Miranda in helplessness. "Do not cry, woman. I will get the lasagna," declared Garfield with manly determination. Garfield approached the menacing mercenaries and glared at them with eyes of retribution. "Halt, villains! Surrender your lasagna, or face doom!" roared Garfield with fiery rage. "Garfield, the Collectors hired us to steal this lasagna. Your stomach will be empty forever," said the Blue Sun's leader. "Fool! I will pry that lasagna from your cold, dead fingers," exclaimed Garfield with booming voice as he launched into furious attack. "Get him and defend lasagna with mind, body, and stomach," said Blue Sun's leader to his henchmen. The henchmen fired at Garfield with raging guns, but Garfield did a cartwheel through them, splitting them in two. Another henchman tried to fire Garfield, but Garfield backflipped in back of him and broke his neck with velocity.
"It is just you and me, Blue Sun's leader,"
said Garfield to the Blue Sun's leader with intimidation.
"Please show me mercy, Garfield. I only stole lasagna for money," begged the Blue Sun's leader.
"I am the garbage man, and it is garbage day,"
said Garfield with slick style as he grabbed the Blue Sun's leader and threw him in a garbage compactor. With all Blue Suns gone, Garfield took the lasagna back with him to the Normandy and was called by the elusive man. "Good work, Garfield. Now the crew has lasagna to fuel war efforts against collectors," said the elusive man with admiration of Garfield.
"All in day's work,"
said Garfield casually as he walked out. As Garfield walked down the hallway, he noticed Miranda approaching him. "Garfield, you fought with sexiness today. I would like to see you in your quarters later tonight," said Miranda dreamily.
"Sure thing, honey sacks. I will look forward to our meeting,"
Garfield said with romance. Later that night in the captain's cabin, Garfield put his best love songs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s CD in his CD player to put the mood on romance. Miranda walked in with sexiness and romance on her mind. "Garfield, you are like a man I never met before. You make me wild like a hog on the hunt, yet I do not know if it is right," said Miranda with concern.
"What is the matter, Miss Miranda? Are you scared?"
asked Garfield sassily. "I am worried you are too much man for me to handle," said Miranda with honesty.
"Do not worry, it will be gentle. Like chef putting lasagna in the oven,"
said Garfield reassuredly. "Then Garfield, let us make loving until the sun comes up," said Miranda with lust in her eyes and face. With these words, Garfield and Miranda embraced and made loving all night long with energy of 1,000 galaxies. To be continued. Chapter 2. It was a bright, sunny morning on the Normandy, and Garfield was waking up in bed with Miranda after a night of lovemakings. "Garfield, will you please stay longer?" whined Miranda.
"No, saucy lips. I must go do morning exercises to stay fit,"
said Garfield with athletics. Garfield entered the weight room and began lifting 500-pound dumbbells in each hand for an easy warm-up.
"These are women's weights. I wish Elusive Man would give me real weights for manly exercise,"
said Garfield with objection. As Garfield was lifting his weights, Edie, the ship's computer, spoke to Garfield with urgency. "Garfield, we are having reports of new team member for you to recruit. It is Tally the Quarian. She is in flotilla investigating Geth."
"Then it is time for galactic rescue. Put rocket boosters on turbo,"
said Garfield, eyes blazing with courageousness. Garfield rushed to bridge of ship to gather his teammates. Miranda approached with Grunt the Krogan.
"Hello, Garfield. I am Grunt the Team Krogan, and I will be helping you with mission,"
said Grunt the Krogan with admiration of Garfield's warriorness.
"I'm glad to have you on Team Krogan, man. Now we will going to gather Tally. So get your gears into rear,"
said Garfield in a demanding tone. Garfield and crew landed on the flotilla and was readying disembarking when they saw Quarian school children picking on Quarian classmate with glasses. "Haha, you have glasses," jeered the school children. "No, it is not my fault I have eyes. Leave me be," said the Quarian. Garfield, seeing this bullying, was enraged with anger.
"Begone, you childhood bullies!"
cried out Garfield as he backhanded the children into unconsciousness. "Thank you, Garfield, for saving me from the bullies," said the Quarian with glasses with gratitude.
"No problem, poor crippled child. Will you tell me where Tally the Quarian is? Said Garfield with calm demeanor.
You had better ask the admirals. They are at the Admiralty Board, said the Quarian with glasses, worriedly. With this, Garfield and crew rushed to the Admiralty Board with speed of rampaging wolfpack. Admiralty Board was in a meeting when Garfield interrupted with great urgency.
Where is Tally the Quarian? I need her for my team to stop collectors, shouted Garfield over their babblings.
Tally is on the Aurelie ship investigating Geth. Geth took control of ship and she is to blame, said one admiral. She is treason, said another with contempt.
If you do not quiet yourself, I will treason you,
roared Garfield with indignation's fury. Tally is on trial and trying to find evidence of innocence. If you want to find her, to go Aurelie ship, said another admiral.
Very well, I will find Tally the Quarian and prove innocence like world-class lawyer,
said Garfield with law and order. Garfield and crew boarded the Aurelie and did detective sleuthing to find Tally. During their search, they encountered Geth.
Stop, Garfield,
shouted one of the Geths with evil. The Geth approached Garfield with angry walk.
You may be manly, Garfield, but I am a metal man. You stand no chance,
said the Geth intimidatingly. After taunting Garfield, the Geth reared its arm and swung at Garfield, hitting him in the stomach. But his metal fist shattered on Garfield's abs of steel.
You may be a metal man, but I am a man of iron,
roared Garfield with triumph as he tore the Geth's head off and threw it at the other Geth, destroying them. After battle, Garfield and crew marched and continued their search. In one hall, they heard loud noises of blasting and rushed in rescue mode, where they saw Tally pinned by giant Gethbot. Help me, Garfield! I am trapped by giant Gethbot! Cried out Tally the Quarian as she fought for her life.
I am coming to full force rescue,
declared Garfield with heroism. No, Garfield, you must not go there. There is no cover, said Miranda with concern.
My fists will be the cover,
shouted Garfield with battle cry as he charged the giant Gethbot. The giant Gethbot launched rockets with fury at Garfield, but Garfield dodged them like stealthy snake as he approached the giant Gethbot. Ho ho, Garfield, I am big and you are small, prepare to lose, said the giant Gethbot with smug sensation.
You are big like pregnant woman,
cried out Garfield with manliness as he picked up the giant Gethbot and threw it out into outer space. No, I am in space, cried the giant Gethbot in robotic pain as it flew through space. Thank you, Garfield, for speedy rescue, but I must go find my father and prove my innocence, said Tally the Quarian.
Then we will go with rescue in mind,
cried out Garfield. In the next hallway, they saw an injured Quarian. It was Tally's father. They rushed forward with urgency. Daddy, we have come to save you, said Tally with crying. It is too late. I am injured. I have a terrible secret to tell you. I am really Geth. So sorry, said Tally's father with regret. No! Screamed Tally in despair rage.
If you are Geth, I must kill you,
said Garfield with purpose. Yes, Garfield, you must end me for my crimes, said Tally's father, looking at the stars. Garfield pulled out his Desert Eagle and shot Tally's father several times all over. Thank you for killing me, Garfield, said Tally's father as he died.
We must go back to Fleet and prove your innocence,
said Garfield, looking at Tally with cat eyes. Okay. Please don't tell admirals my father was a Geth. It is very embarrassing, said Tally with weeping heart. Garfield and crew returned to Flotilla for trial, where Garfield stood as Tally's high-powered Washington lawyer. "Where is proof of Tally's innocence? It is obvious she is guilty. She will be banished," said a stupid admiral with moron words.
"If you do not find Tally innocent, I will sink this ship,"
said Garfield, aiming a rocket launcher at the ship's engine. Admirals look at each other with discussion and then came to a solution. "It is clear that Tally is 100% innocent. Thank you, Garfield, for your perfect defense. You are now an honorary Quarian," said all of the admirals simultaneously. After much praise was given for Garfield's bravery and legal abilities, Garfield and crew returned to the Normandy. Garfield decided to perform checkup on Tally to see how she was doing, and went to engine room for discussions.
"Here, Tally, I brought special lasagna soup for you to enjoy,"
said Garfield carringly. "Thank you, Garfield, for all your help. In honor of you, I will change my name to Tally Voss Garfield," said Tally with deep gratitude and loving.
"No problem, baby pants,"
said Garfield with flirting. Tally looked into Garfield's eyes with deepness of space and spoke with soft loving. As she spoke, she used her Omni tool to play White Snake power ballads to set the mood. "I have been alone my life until now, but I finally found someone who understands me," said Tally with romantic intentions.
"No problem. I find your suit very sexy,"
said Garfield with wink and nod. "Garfield, you complete me. Please be mine," said Tally, embracing Garfield.
"I will steer my starship into your black hole,"
said Garfield with deep, sexy voice. They embraced and made lovings in the engine room all night long to the rhythms of roaring engine and rockin' music. To be continued.